Book 194. Good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the Exorcism of Mavanta. That's right, the Exorcism of Mavanta. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, a woman and man went to see Matthew of Madonia. Matthew of Madonia was known for his ability to cast demons and evil spirits out of people. He was also one of my ancestors, no less. This man and woman went to Matthew and said that their daughter, Mavanta, had become possessed by strong evil spirits, and these spirits had caused her to run away from home, and they could not find out where she went. They paid Matthew the fee for his services, and he quickly gathered the tools of his craft. He then set out into the uninhabited places of the earth to search out the whereabouts of Mavanta. Matthew crossed over great lakes, climbed over treacherous mountain passes, and he traveled through many dangerous places. Every few days, he would pull his crystal compass from his bag and he would consult it to determine which direction he should go in next. After many months of searching, he came upon a cave, which he knew from his previous travels contained a very ancient burial site. He was not surprised to find that the evil spirits had taken the young woman to live amongst the deceased. Cautiously stepping into the cave, Matthew could smell a fire burning. He could also smell rotting flesh and fresh blood. The walls of the cave were scarred with claw marks, and the ground was littered with the bones of both animals and men. Descending deeper into the cave, Matthew could hear the sounds of gnashing teeth and low growling. The cave led to a small tunnel which made a sharp turn to the right. Matthew made the right turn and stopped. He suddenly found himself standing 15 feet away from the woman. She was crouched down over a pile of dead animals, and she was eating them raw. Blood and guts ran down her face and body, and her hair was filthy and matted to her head. Her clothes were torn and dirty, and her eyes looked crazed and soulless. When she saw Matthew approaching, she yelled loudly and charged directly at him. She collided into him with the force of 12 men, and the two began an intense battle within the heart of the cave. The woman was trying to kill Matthew, but Matthew was trying to restrain her with his ropes and shackles. Eventually, Matthew was victorious, and he had the woman bound up and restrained. He then placed her on his shoulders and carried her forth from the cave. He struggled to carry the young woman back to her home, but he did not stop until he returned. Once he had brought her home, he took her to the room of her youth, and he sat her down in front of pictures of herself. Matthew then began to recite the words of power that caused the young woman to look at herself in the pictures and reflect on herself as a child. As she thought more about who she was in the beginning, the evil spirits left her one by one. Matthew then explained to her parents that the demons which possessed her were the demons of immorality. And he said that she invited the spirits into her mind and body by entertaining various men who were evil and wicked. He knew that he had to remind her of her years of innocence in order to cast the demons out. Soon, all of the evil spirits were gone, and the young woman was restored to her previous self. And after that, she never entertained a strange man again. And so, the morning motivation of today is the Exorcism of Mavanta. Whenever we entertain evil and wicked people, we invite their evil and wicked energy into our body, minds, hearts, and souls. And after a while, the evil of others overtakes the good within us, and it can cause us to wander into dark places. It is a sign of intelligence to choose those we entertain carefully. If a person is filthy on the inside, we should avoid them at all costs. And if we have already been contaminated by the evil of others, we must fight to remember who we were before we came into contact with them. So today, guard yourself from the evil and wicked, and always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.